In the heart of the medieval period, while Europe was experiencing a time of cultural darkness, the Islamic world was flourishing during one of the most brilliant periods in human history, the Golden Age of Islam. During this time, Islamic civilization was rising rapidly, influenced by political, cultural, and scientific factors that converged at this unique moment. In Baghdad, Bait al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, was a major intellectual hub where scholars from all parts of the world gathered. Among them was Al-Farabi, a thinker who made significant contributions to the intellectual revolution of his time. Al-Farabi was born in Temez, a city located in present-day Uzbekistan, in 872 CE. He grew up during a time when the Islamic world was experiencing its peak cultural and scientific prosperity. Baghdad, the center of the Abbasid Caliphate, became a gathering place for the greatest minds of the age. It was here that Al-Farabi embarked on his intellectual journey. His passion for philosophy and knowledge was unquenchable, and he was always striving to deepen his understanding of the universe, life, and existence. He moved to Baghdad, where he studied and learned at the House of Wisdom, and it was here that he became profoundly influenced by Greek philosophical ideas. Notably, the works of Aristotle and Plato left a lasting impact on him. Al-Farabi spent many years studying their writings, trying to understand their logic and philosophy. However, he did not simply imitate these ideas. He sought to synthesize them with Islamic thought, believing that Greek philosophy and Islamic rationalism could coexist without contradiction. His overarching goal was to find a balance between reason and faith, which he believed was the key to achieving true wisdom. In one of his most important works, The Opinions of the Inhabitants of the Virtuous City, Al-Farabi presented his vision of the ideal society. He argued that people must cooperate to achieve justice and virtue, and he believed that rulers must be highly wise and knowledgeable. According to him, the ideal ruler is one who can lead the community toward the common good and protect virtue within society. He emphasized that rulers must be rational, as philosophy alone is the guide to achieving justice. Al-Farabi's philosophy also delved deeply into ethics and politics. In his work, The Great Book of Politics, he explored themes such as justice, virtue, and how they can be applied in society. He argued that an ideal society could only come into being if its people were virtuous. And he believed that a proper understanding of society required cooperation across all classes, from rulers to subjects. Al-Farabi did not think everyone should be a philosopher, but he believed everyone had a role to play in building society. However, Al-Farabi was not just a philosopher. His influence extended to logic and Western thought as well. Centuries after his death, Western philosophers in the medieval period began to engage with his works, and his ideas became a vital part of the intellectual heritage that reached Christian theology and European philosophy. Al-Farabi was one of the first thinkers to translate and interpret the works of Aristotle and Plato, and his impact on Western philosophy was profound, particularly in the development of logic. Even today, Al-Farabi is regarded as one of the greatest minds in the history of philosophy. His intellectual legacy continues to inspire many scholars and thinkers around the world. In the Islamic world, Al-Farabi is still studied as an example of how to combine reason with faith and how to apply wisdom in creating a just and civilized society. Al-Farabi's legacy in philosophy, ethics, and politics remains present, continuing to serve as a key source of inspiration for philosophical and humanistic thought. He was the philosopher who sought to bridge the gap between reason and faith, between science and religion, offering ideas that reflected his constant search for understanding life and the universe, and for creating an ideal society based on wisdom and justice.